Respected parents and dear students, good morning to all of you. Hello students, how are you? I hope you will be fine at home and studying properly. Students, today we will start our fifth poem, A Legend of Northland. Legend is a story narrated by the old people, and Northland is an area near about North Pole by Phoebe cary. This is a ballad, a long poem that has a story. Away, away in the Northland. Now we begin our poem. Where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. This student, this is the story of old Peter, who is a saint. तो अवे अवे इन द नॉर्थलैंड में दूर दूर तक, where the hours of the day are few, where the duration of the day is very short, means दिन छोटे होते, and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through, and the nights are very long in winter season, so long that they cannot sleep very well. नाइट्स इतनी लंबी होती थी कि वो पूरी रात अच्छे से सो नहीं पाते थे. Now second stanza, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bear's cubs in their funny furry clothes. And students, where they harness the swift reindeer. Reindeer is an animal. Swift means running fast, तेज दौड़ने वाला जो उनका एनिमल था रेंडियर, उसको उसमें वो उसको बांध देते थे टू द स्लेज. स्लेज इज जैसे बैलगाड़ी होती है, तो हम बैलों में गाड़ी को बांध देते हैं, और ऐसे ही वो अपने जो स्विफ्ट तेज दौड़ने वाले रेंडियर थे उसमें स्लेजेस को बांध देते थे. व्हेन इट स्नोज, क्योंकि जो रेंडियर है दे रन्स वेरी फास्ट इन स्नो, स्नो में बहुत तेज दौड़ते हैं. एंड द चिल्ड्रन लुक लाइक बियर्स कप, इतनी ज़्यादा कोल्ड होती है वहाँ पे कि जो बियर्स कप मीन्स बियर्स बेबीज, जो बच्चे हैं वो इतने ज़्यादा फर वाले कपड़े पहनते हैं, फरी क्लोथ्स पहनते हैं कि फनी लगते हैं, जैसे कि भालू के बच्चे आ गए हों, वैसे इतनी ज़्यादा ठंड होती है वहाँ पे. So let's move ahead with the second stanza. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it's true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. So they miss people, the children's grandparents and parents. Tell them miss children. जो parents हैं वो अपने बच्चों से जो कहानियाँ कहते हैं, curious means strange कहानियाँ कहते हैं. I don't believe it's true. The poet is saying here that he did not believe that this story is true or not. And yet you may learn a lesson. But he is saying, the poet is saying that if the reader will read it, जब इसको पढ़ेंगे तो you may learn a lesson, तो तुम्हें एक सीख मिलेगी. You will learn a moral here. If I tell the tale to you, I miss poet. जब पोएट हमें कहानियाँ सुनाएंगे तो हम we get a moral here, तो वो हमें एक सीख देंगे. यहाँ पे जो कहानी होगी वो उससे हमें एक सीख मिलती होगी. Second next stanza. Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, you know. Students, when the story starts, it starts from once there was a king, once there was a woman, once there was, तो once यहाँ पे भी जब स्टोरी शुरू हो रही है तो बिगिनिंग में once से स्टार्ट हुई है. अब क्योंकि यहाँ पे कहानी शुरू होती है once when the good Saint Peter is a saint. एक बार जब जो बहुत Saint Peter is a very good man. Saint Peter lived in the world below, संसार में ही रहते थे. He was wandering in the world here and there, and walked about it preaching. And when he was walking, he was giving the preachings, he was giving the moral lessons. Preaching, as you know, जैसे कि जो साधु संत होते हैं, ये जो कथा भागवत वगैरह कहते हैं, उसमें जो हमें मोरल एजुकेशन देते हैं वही प्रीचिंग होती है, उपदेश देना। तो वो उपदेश दे रहे थे जगह जगह घूमकर, जस्ट एज ही डिड, यू नो, जैसा कि वो करते हैं। एज यू नो, सेंट पीटर वंडर्स अबाउट इन द वर्ल्ड एंड ही गिव्स द preachings to the people. So he came to the door of a cottage. If in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth, and being faint with fasting. Student, this is a long poem. And he came to the door of cottage. और घूमते घूमते, walking about, he came to the door of a old woman. एक old woman के दरवाजे पर आ जाते हैं। In traveling round the earth, when he was wandering, when he was traveling in the earth, जब वो धरती पर चक्कर लगा रहे थे, where a little woman was making cakes. When he came at the door of a woman, तो she was making cakes, cakes baking कर रही थी, and baking them on the hearth. Hearth is, as you know, where the fire blows, आग जलाने वाला चूल्हा जो होता है उसको कहते हैं। एंड बेकिंग दैम, बेकिंग मीन्स सेक रही थी, उनको वो सेक रही थी, चूल्हे पर सेक रही थी। एंड बीइंग फेंट विद फास्टिंग, बिकॉज ही हैज पुट अ फास्ट, he has willingly did not eaten anything, so he was being faint. Faint means weak, कमजोर हो रहे थे बहुत ज्यादा, उनको चक्कर आ रहा था, इसलिए वो उस लेडी के दरवाजे पर आए और उसने वो, क्योंकि फास्ट रखा हुआ था तो वो बहुत ही कमजोर हो रहे थे। लेट्स कंटिन्यू। फॉर द डे वॉज ऑलमोस्ट डन, ही आस्क्ड हर फ्रॉम हर स्टोर ऑफ केक्स to give him a single one, because he was wandering in the earth. So for the day was almost done and the day was about to come in the end, दिन का अंत होने वाला था। He asked her, तो Saint Peter asked the lady from her store of cakes, that she had many cakes, उसके पास बहुत सारे cakes थे, to give him a single one, उस लेडी से कहा कि एक उसको दे दो, कि सेंट पीटर आस्क्ड द लेडी फॉर अ सिंगल केक। सो शी मेड अ वेरी लिटिल केक, बट एज इट बेकिंग ले, शी लुक्ड एट इट एंड थॉट इट सीम्ड टू लार्ज टू गिव अवे, सो शी मेड अ वेरी लिटिल केक। सो उसने बहुत छोटा सा आटा लिया और एक वेरी स्मॉल केक बनाया। बट एज इट बेकिंग ले मीन्स टू पुट, बट जब वो उसको सेकने लगी, जब उसने when she put it on the earth, she looked as it, तो उसने देखा कि thought it seemed too large to give away, that it became very large and she cannot give him. वो इतना बड़ा बन गया, उसको इतना बड़ा लग रहा था वो, कि वो उसको दे नहीं सकी। Therefore she needed another and a smaller one. Then she made another cake and a smaller one that was smaller than the first one. छोटे पहले वाले से थोड़ा छोटा बनाया। But it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. But it looked when she turned it over, जब उसको उसने उल्टा, then as large as the first had done, तब उसको लगा कि ये तो पहले से भी बड़ा हो गया है। And so then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she couldn't part with that. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough, tiny means small and scrap means small piece of dough means गूंदे हुए आटे का। तो फिर उसने एक स्मॉल पीस लिया और छोटा और उससे भी कम आटा लिया, एंड रोल्ड इट फ्लैट, और फिर उसको गोल गोल करके, जैसे आपकी मम्मा अपने किचन में खाना बनाती हैं, आपने देखा होगा आटे को गूंद करके जब वो चकला बेलन पर रोल करती हैं, तब उसने उसको रोल किया। एंड बेक्ड इट थिन एज अ वेफर, वेफर मीन्स पापड़ की तरह, थिन मीन्स पतला, बहुत पतला बनाया, उसको बिल्कुल पतला बना दिया। बट शी कुडंट पार्ट विद दैट, पार्ट मीन्स टू गिव अवे, उसको फिर भी वो दे नहीं सकी, उसको वो उससे भी बड़ा लग रहा था। तो वो सो आप देख रहे हो कि द लेडी वॉज वेरी ग्रीडी, द लेडी वॉज वेरी miser that she cannot give a cake to the Saint Peter. So let's continue. For she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. For she said, so उसने कहा, my cakes that seem too small, कि when I eat of them myself, when she eats the cake herself, then it looks her very small. वो कहती है कि जब मैं खुद खाती हूँ इन केक्स को तो मुझे बहुत छोटे छोटे दिखाई देते हैं, और are yet too large to give away. But when she was giving it to Mr. Saint Peter, then it was looking very large. So she put them on the shelf. So she did not give the cake to Saint Peter and put them in the shelf. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Then good Saint Peter, Saint Peter was very good, but grew angry because she did not give him the cake for a very long time. So she became very angry, and for he was hungry and faint because he was wandering in the earth and became very tired and hungry. He did not eat food for 2 days. So and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Provoke means make angry. So he said, surely such a woman, that the woman of that kind, she is not giving such a single cake, and was enough to provoke a saint. She was making the Saint Peter making angry. सेंट पीटर को गुस्सा आ गया और उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसी जो लेडी है जो सेंट पीटर जैसे गुड सेंट को भी गुस्सा दिला दे तो उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए. So let us continue. And he said, अब सेंट पीटर क्या कहते हैं, you are far too selfish and to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and a fire to keep you warm. And he said, now Saint Peter said, you are far, you miss the lady. The lady was very selfish. He said that the lady was very selfish to dwell in a human form. Dwell means live. That she cannot live in the human form. कि वो मानव के जीवन में मानव शेप में नहीं रह सकती. To have both food and shelter and the fire to keep you warm. And to have both food and shelter, और food हो, shelter हो या जो fire हो, इन सब के लिए वो उन सबको वो डिजर्व नहीं करती है, because she was very greedy. And he says, now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get you scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard dry wood. And now Saint Peter says, you shall build as the birds do. अब तुम ऐसे बनाओगी, build means to make, जैसे now you will make as the birds are making, जैसे पक्षी बनाते हैं. And shall get you scanty food, scanty means a little, और तुम बस थोड़ा सा scanty little food you will get only by boring and boring and boring. Bore means boring यहाँ बोर करने वाला नहीं जिससे हम ऊब जाते हैं. बोरिंग में छेद करना, टू मेक अ होल इन द ट्री, और बोर करके छेद करके छोटे छोटे लिटिल छेद करके ओल्ड हार्ड ड्राई वुड, और तुम सूखी लकड़ियों में छेद करके बस जितना थोड़ा थोड़ा स्कैम्पिनिस थोड़ा थोड़ा खाना ही खाओगी. जैसे ये वुड पैकर मैंने शो किया अभी यहाँ इमेज में, तो वैसे ही वो इसकी जो चोंच है बहुत पतली होती है और ये हर समय बोरिंग करती रहती है वुड में. Then he says, then up she went through chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. Then up she went through a chimney. The lady went through a chimney. Lady chimney से निकल गई. Never speaking a word. She did not speak a single word. वो एक भी शब्द नहीं बोली. And out of the top flew a woodpecker. And जब वो when she came out from the chimney, जब वो चिमनी से बाहर निकली तो woodpecker के shape में थी. For she was changed to a bird. क्योंकि because she has now transformed in a bird. क्योंकि वो एक पक्षी में change हो चुकी थी. Yes. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned black as a coal in the flame. But she had a scarlet. As I told you in the beginning that this was in the northland there was winter, so she was wearing a scarlet means cap. उसने cap पहनी हुई थी on her head, and that was left the same. See the cap, the scarlet was remain same as you were you can see in the picture in the image. तो वो ऐसी की ऐसी रह गई, but all the rest of her clothes were burned. और जितने भी कपड़े उसने पहने हुए थे all the clothes were burned. सब जल गए. Black as a coal in the flame. Clothes were changed in the flame. आग में जल गए. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring for food. And every country, और हर country means village है, और हर गांव का बच्चा, every country boy, school boy, when they return from the school, they say has seen her in the wood. They see her boring in the wood. जंगल में उसको पेड़ पर बोर करते हुए, छेद करते हुए, होल करते हुए देखते हैं. Where she lives in the trees till this very day. Very means today. आज भी वो trees में रहती है. She lives in the trees, boring for food, and she was boring the food for herself. So you understood the poem very well, students, and I hope you did not get any problem to do your question answers. So stay home, be safe.